Morning, it is February 27th and it is our last day in America. Today we do Universal Studios and then at night we fly home.
A lot recently. One was Sully with Tom Hanks, Hail Caesar with Disney and Scarlett Johansson, and then we also have 10 television shows filming here. 10. 4 reoccurring and 6 are brand new shows. We're waiting to hear if they come back, if they get picked up. I don't know. We'll see. We haven't heard. I did hear that this show is coming back, and that is Superstore. Inside sound stages 22 and 23. They built an entire Superstore like a Walmart. The show Superstore. And they paid for a lot of the show by actually stocking the shelves with real products. So it's a great way to have a little commercial in your TV show. But for years before Superstore moved in, this whole block of sound stages was parts of Las Vegas for CSI crime scene investigation. A couple more TV shows that are happening here on the front lot include Uncle Buck, based off the 1980s movie of John Candy. They're filming inside their soundstage. Soundstage 16. And right now we're going to visit a soundstage. We're about to be able to go inside soundstage 3.
Now this happens to be a television show. The name of the show changed actually. It's called Heartbeat. It hasn't even aired yet. So we're outside right now, but we're inside a soundstage. What's the biggest thing that you noticed when we changed from outside of the soundstage to inside of the soundstage? Sound changed, right? You can see that we kind of make it look like it's outside, right? We have some prop trees, they're pretty. We can make the breeze blow through so it looks like we're outside. And we can pull that big curtain. It looks like a big shower curtain, doesn't it? It's huge. They call that a cyclorama, except they have different names for it. And they light it, a trans light lights it so that it looks like it's outside. It's illuminated, basically. In this show, they have one print, and that's HD, or high definition print, of the location. So if they're gonna film outside, they're gonna use that same location. So now I want you to walk up the stairs and let's go inside the hospital. Does it feel different? Does it feel like Do you see the difference? It's actually just a wooden frame. Even when you stand up your feet, it's hollow underneath. There's, it's not real stone, it's not concrete, and it's all here to be flexible, to be economical. As you can see past that radiology, it doesn't really look like it exists too much, and there's no ceiling above. Why is there no ceiling?
Lighting.
Lighting, absolutely, and heat, right? It's really hot with all of these lights, and they need to be able to accommodate them. There's no dimmer switches somewhere, so if they want it to look a certain way, if it's nighttime and they need to have more indoor lighting, they can beef up the lights in here. If it's daytime on the outside, they'll boost the lighting on the outside and dim the lighting on the inside, and then add more sun elements coming in. Let's continue our adventures, and we'll head out. If you want to see the elevators that go nowhere, we'll take pictures. We can wander in and out, and then we'll head out to the trolley.
Yeah.
Right down the way behind you was where they had the first gate that opened up on opening day, March 15th, 1915. So, over 100 years ago, all of this began, and the magic continues. Soundstage 27 over to the left-hand side, currently used for the Mindy Project. Mindy Kaling, any fans of hers out there? She's awesome. She really is. She created that show. She was a writer and an actress on the American version of The Office. To the area where you can see it right in front of you. Look at this. Inspiration all around, right? You take a look over to the right-hand side, look at those little brownstone walk-ups. Now, imagine the city of Buffalo, New York, which I think we're actually going to get off in Brownstone Street.
Oh, your cousin. B-E-A-U.
Absolutely beautiful.
The trash cans and the mailboxes. It is exciting because they dressed it up. They dressed the set up a little bit. And yeah, it was probably for the Mindy Project, which uses it as New York City. McDonald's was filming a commercial out here last week as well. Our Brownstone Street, just like the rest of our sets, are basically just facades, just the fronts of the buildings. You go inside, nothing's that exciting. The character walks in, we say cut, and they go inside a soundstage for the interior. And I want you to come up and touch them. You can play on them a little bit. They're just plastic plaster, fiberglass, and foam rubber. Found her dog Sandy in the musical Annie. Elvis filmed his last movie here, A Change of Habit. And my favorite thing that filmed here was Home Alone 2. Yeah, so they filmed that in New York. They use all these great New York locations, but for the nighttime scenes, they did that out here in LA. Just shout it out. We will head over there for sure, but right now I'm going to take you down here. So they're setting this up for the shot right now. These are huge diffuser frames. So they put big sort of sheets on them, and they use the natural sunlight, but they block it a little bit so it's not so harsh. But this alleyway is very popular to find dead bodies. Not real dead bodies, obviously. So if you're watching a crime show, Criminal Minds, CSI, NCIS, any of those where they have to find the body. A romantic moment that's been had out here, if you saw Gone Girl with Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike, they had a kiss and it was sugar flying in the air outside a bakery. That was done right here. And I heard someone say it, and they might have been joking, but they're totally right. Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man has been out here. The newer ones, when he's practicing his webs and he's going up and down the sides. Oh, I know, it's coming up. This set was dressed up as 1955, 1985, alternate 1985, and the future, 2015. We are going back to the future. Welcome to Hill Valley, everybody. this is pretty awesome. This set looks almost exactly like it did in the movie. It looked a lot bigger in the movie because of the lenses they used. But in the films, the DeLorean goes down that straight at 88 miles per hour. This car cracks in the manure truck right here. Cafe 8 is over there, the diner, and this is the centerpiece. This is the clock tower from Back to the Future. Now this set had been here for a long time. It had been here since To Kill a Mockingbird, the first episode of The Twilight Zone. It wasn't until after Back to the Future they changed it. So it had the big columns in Back to the Future, and then everyone, we started using it, people kept getting distracted. So they covered that up with a brick facade for Ghost Whisperer with Jennifer Love Hewitt. The facade that was built to cover this, the real clock tower, which you would never see from the regular transfer. Come on in. This is the historic stuff right here. And if you're a fan of the movie, now you're like, okay, Ashley's not lying to us. This looks familiar now. This is the real stuff in here. And then the reverse shot, you're seeing that sort of